O'Donnell Solicitors is just over 3 years old, so quite a young firm. Myself and my wife, Rebecca O'Donnell, started the firm just over 3 years ago. We were solicitors for 10 years before that. It was a pretty scary thing, to be honest, setting your own law firm up. We had 2 children and 1 on the way, so it was a big step for us, but it's grown from strength to strength, and 3 years later it's done very well, continues to grow. Great staff, 2 offices, and yeah, it's all going very well.
Brilliant stuff. And you've come on board to sponsor the Tour of Tameside once again. Can you tell us why?
Well, the Tour of Tameside is just iconic. I can't believe that it didn't continue for all those years. We've ran it now for the last couple of years, and each year it's grown exponentially. There's so many different levels of runner, and the communities come together in various areas of Tameside, and it's fantastic to see. Benefits of building up to that physically and mentally are just brilliant. For us as a firm, we believe that the staff training for that is very good for the mindset. It helps them balance work life, and there's definite benefits there, unbelievable benefits.
Brilliant stuff. And I know that both of you have competed in all 4 days, so Suzanne, what's your favourite leg?
I think my favourite one has to be the high 7, because you know it's the last one. You've done the other 3. But I think all the way through the event, people coming out and cheering you on while you're running, whether you're trying to run up the hills or you're running the marathon, the half marathon, just people supporting you all the way through. But high 7 definitely, knowing it's the last one, and at the end of that you can go out and have a bit of a celebration.
The last one is definitely my favourite race for all those reasons. I think for me personally, the second evening, the Hell on the Fell, when you're running up those hills, the realisation of the half marathon the morning after, it's only an 8-hour gap, that's really torture on the mind. It's mentally extremely tough, but that's what makes it so great.
So what's your training been like so far for this year's event then? Have you carried on from last year?
Unfortunately not kept getting out and running on a weekly basis, so it is now a matter of getting out, getting the runs in, increasing them now between now and June, and building them up then to the half marathon stage as well, and running day after day throughout the training as well.
So each year as a firm we try and we choose a local charity. We try to raise money for them and awareness for them. Emmaus is a charity that's based in various parts of the northwest, but there's a Mosley branch, and Mosley's a town which is just a couple of miles away. We support the running club, Mosley Running Club, as main sponsors, and we support the 10k in Mosley every year. So being based, having a branch in Mosley, Emmaus was an obvious choice for us this year. The charity supports homeless people, tries to get them back into work by raising money and then using that money to train them and try and get them back into work, and I think that's a fantastic cause.
Fantastic stuff. And this year marks the beginning of the Running Bee Foundation, so all the money raised will be channelled back into community projects to tackle childhood obesity and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Something you're excited about?
Absolutely. Anything like that I think has got to be an extremely positive thing. I'm happy actually to have seen over the last 3, 4, 5 years a lot of effort being put in by a lot of people to try and get people doing more exercise, and especially the youngsters with the sports clubs and over the summer months when they're not in school, trying to encourage them to get out and be more active. And I think the Running Bee Foundation is going to be formidable at doing that. So yeah, absolutely.